guys, it's HeySofia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a diorite house in Minecraft. So today is episode 13 of my ugly block-ling series. Now if you don't know what that is, basically ugly block-ling series is a series where I take your suggestions for the ugliest blocks in Minecraft and turn them into beautiful houses. Kind of like the ugly duckling. So today we're doing a diorite house, and just like all our other houses in the ugly block-ling series, it is a smaller house because I just like to build my houses on a smaller scale. Here are some of my other houses. You can check out the playlist below if you are interested in checking out my other ugly blocklings. But here are the dimensions for our house today. I kind of wanted to go for like a modern design with the diorite because I feel like it's the best way to kind of build with it. I tried lots of other different styles, but I found that building it modern was really kind of sleek, and I really like all the white texture, so I've gone for a very like minimalistic, simple house today. So the first thing we're going to do is be building our walls up. Now I'm going to show you kind of like my cheat way of how I build modern houses in Minecraft specifically. So I've made a bunch of cubes here, but then made these little prong bits that have come off the side. Now on all the kind of meeting corner points, you can see this is a meeting corner point here. And then if we go over to the front of the house, this bit is the meeting corner point. Now I am going 10 blocks high for my walls today in this little area here, and probably about 5 blocks high on the other areas. But once you have your cube, you simply want to join it up like this, and I will be filling in all my walls later. So I'm just going to show you where I will be filling in, and also the roofs. Now this is kind of like my cheat way, because what we're going to do is we're going to make those houses that kind of have overhangs and look like they're floating, I suppose, in a way. But we're going to do it in a way that it's kind of like cheating and you're adding the overhanging bits later on. So it's really easy to have the size kind of sorted out before you start building, and then you just add your little overhangs later. At the moment, I am currently building a little white concrete overhang, and the reason for that is because I want the house to not only be diorite. Now the whole point of the ugly block-ling house is that they are mostly majority made out of the block that you guys think is ugly, but I did want to add a couple of little different color points in this house because it is modern. It is very common in a modern house to have different kind of like sections with a different color. So to keep it really simple, I have used the white concrete block for a little garage cover, and we'll also add a little pillar at the front of the house as well. Now we're going to do the little cheat bit that I mentioned. So when you have your little bits that you have sticking out from the bottom that we didn't build, you simply want to build those up to the roof like so. We'll do it around the back of the house as well because we have one back here too. We'll go all the way up to the roof. There we go. And the one for the back of the house. There we go. So once you have those bits, we're going to start making the overhangs that kind of make the house look like it's floating on top or it's sticking out. It has that modern factor. So we're simply going to go 2 blocks wide at the front just like this, join up to that one, and then we're going to go 2 blocks out to the side like this, carry this all the way to the back of the house. But then instead of doing 2 blocks at the back of the house, we're just going to do 1 to match up with this one here. And there we go. So that's a really simple overhang. We're going to do the same at the back of the house here on our little master suite that we're going to make later on. 2 blocks at the front and the side. But when you get to this bit here, you're actually going to carry all the way along to make a kind of big square cover roof area. Now this is because this back area we're going to make a outdoor kind of shower, private bathroom kind of thing. Something a bit different I wanted to do in my house. And there we go. So this is basically the base of your house done. And the only thing you're really going to start adding now is windows and little details out the front to make it a bit more personal. So the first detail to add a little bit more texture as well is a little garage door, which I have simply used the quartz pillars and a couple stone buttons for some doors. Our front door is going to be at the entrance here, and then right next to it you want to go 3 blocks wide and all the way up to the roof. Now this is that extra little white bit that I mentioned just to kind of, again, add a different color to the house so it's not all the same, because I know modern houses can have little sectional parts like that, so that's all I'm doing there. But again, not too much because we want diorite to be the main feature of this house. I've made a couple windows down there and then left a 1 block gap above, and then put some upside down quartz staircases and a slab like this, which we will probably carry around to the back of the house, and then we'll worry about it more once we do more of the back area. I'll show you that later. But this is because we're kind of creating a little balcony up here, because we might maybe put a bedroom or a room up here. So let's make a glass door too. Now all the glass in the house today, I'm using the white glass panes, and this is simply because it's a really sleek, modern looking block. And because diorite's mainly a white block with like flecks of grey and black in there, we want to kind of like accessorize it with white, I suppose you could say, because it's going to make it look more simple, and you don't want to be adding too much color with a house like this. Again, I am building a minimalistic modern house, so I'm trying to keep all the colors as simple as I can and to give it a really sleek modern look, and also not to make the house look too busy. Diorite itself, as you know, you guys consider it ugly because it is a really busy block and it's really hard to build with, so putting little touches of white is the easiest way to do that. Now all I did just then was add a trimming with the iron trapdoor underneath the roof to add another dimension and kind of like a 3D effect under the roof, a little gutter I suppose you could say. And I also added some slabs above the front door and the windows. Now flooring on the inside, you could go for a oak, and well, not an oak but a birch, and that's going to look really nice. It's a really nice pale wooden block. I'm going to go for stone slabs for my flooring on the second floor and the first floor. And the reason for that is because, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I want the house to be minimalistic, but I also want to kind of feel like the outdoors is the indoors. So we're going to make this a really open house and feature really simple kind of natural blocks on the inside as well, which I feel like the stone slab does that. My staircase I built just then is a floating one, which I have done with the quartz slab. The reason I made it floating is, again, I want the house to be really minimalistic. I don't want a bulky staircase and all the underneath that is involved with it. So we're going to make it floating to make the space on the bottom floor feel a lot bigger than what it is, because this is actually a really small house. And just so you know, the flooring we have built 5 blocks high. So what you want to do is you want to go 5 blocks high on the inside, and you want to do it on the top of the 5th block. So that way you kind of have a little ceiling effect underneath as well. Now bedrooms up here, you can do whatever you like. I might do a bedroom and bathroom. Very small house, so we just might keep it a 2-bedroom. Now I'm just removing a bunch of the wall up here because we're going to make a big window upstairs. We have the balcony upstairs for the bedroom, which I'll probably build there, but we don't have any other ways to kind of bring the outdoors in. So I kind of feel like the best way to do that would be to add a really big window and kind of make it feel like you have the outdoor airspace coming in, I suppose you could say. So again, white glass panes the whole way around, just like that. But you can already see that with the windows and the little white trimmings, the Diorite's looking actually really fantastic as a block to build with. We're going to start focusing on more windows and stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a window at the back here for our living room area. Just a really simple window. I don't want to change too much here. And we might also do a window for the kitchen area too. So the kitchen I'm also having in this area downstairs. We're going to go for a open dining kitchen living kind of area as well. Now to create my glass doors, you could do what I did upstairs and have little flicks coming off just like this. But if you're finding that's making up a lot of space, I like to kind of make a wraparound area like I did just at the end there. And the idea is, like, if you've ever been to like a shopping mall or anything like that, sometimes they have glass doors that they just pull across to close the door at the front. You can get the same thing at homes. At home, I think they're called French doors. So we're going for a modern glass French door to be our little living room door, so which is why I've curled it at the end. It kind of gives the effect that you've pulled the glass open. I added my little kitchen little window there, and we're now just doing like a little walkway effect that I'm making to the master suite. I kind of wanted to have the master bedroom separate from the main living area again to give that really open feel. My glass panes, I went 3 blocks high for my walls here, and the pathway is just 4 blocks wide to make it simple enough that it's like not too big, but you can walk really easily in it. I've made a really simple cover there with the quartz slabs, and we're going to continue that to the edge of our little sticky outy bit and carry this along here, put that in there. So you're kind of connecting the houses so you can see they're connected, but they're also separate. And that little slab we did the first time, we have just continued along to the back area as well. For a window back here, we're going to do a little trim above it and also underneath the roof. Similar to what I did with the first house, how I had the iron trapdoor trimming underneath there as well. We're going to do it on this back one here too. If you like, you can do a quartz slab along just like that if that's what you like, but I think that's going to make the house look a lot smaller, especially because this is just a single story area. You could make it double if you like though. I'm just removing a big bit for a kind of like open master suite, big door kind of thing going on there. And again, we'll do some white glass panes just like this. Now, if you are building this in survival, you are more than welcome to close off all the glass and not have them open at all and just have doors going into the house. I know mobs may be an issue, so it's completely up to you on how you would like to build it, but I've got my white glass panes there. We'll make a little door back here for a bathroom. And we're going to remove this wall that we made and filled in earlier, because like I mentioned, we're going to make a really cool private outdoor shower. But we're going to add that underneath roof detail with the iron trapdoor. Now, I'm not going to actually carry it all the way to the edge of our trimming because I'm kind of making a different 3D effect this time. We're going to carry it probably all the way to the end there though, just to match up with the pole. So we'll go like this. But you can see from a distance, you kind of have this really cool sloping gradient effect with the trapdoor, which is really cool, which is what I've gone for there. Now I've quickly sped up ahead and gone upstairs to the main house. We're going to make one window here for a bathroom. Because it's a bathroom, you just want a really small window, nothing too big. And then the bedroom, we're also going to make a sideways window there. This window actually will perfectly line up with the one underneath for the kitchen. So again, it kind of has that symmetrical modern effect that the rest of the house has, so I think it's really quite nice. Next up, I have sped up ahead though, and I have done my interiors, which I will go through at the end of the video, don't worry. Again, the interiors I pretty much kept really symmetrical and easy. This area here, we're going to fill in with the stone slab block. I have basically like lined up the wall of the house to the kind of end of the window for the master suite bedroom. So wherever your like master suite bedroom window ends, you can really easily just finish it to there. But we're going to speed up now. There we go. So I have filled in all that area, and you can see that there is a giant gaping hole under the pathway, and the reason for that is we're going to put a pool there. I kind of want a pool that's connecting like one side of the garden with the other. I just think it's a really cool and different thing to do, and it adds a nice effect when you're walking from the main house to the master suite to be walking over your pool. I just think it's really different. Now we're making a wall from the edge of the house just like this along the back, and then maybe we'll make probably like we'll line it up here. We're gonna do a 1 block gap between the garage and the wall, simply because you want enough that you can kind of have a gate to go around to the back of the house for like practical purposes. But we're going to make this wall 3 blocks high, and I think it's kind of cool joining it up with the house because it kind of makes it have that, if you've ever been in an apartment building, or maybe not in America because I know apartments over there can be different, but typically in Australia in an apartment building you have ground floor apartments and then you have the upper levels. Upper levels will have balconies. Ground floors will have little courtyard areas which are walled in with the same material as the base of the apartment block. So that's kind of what I'm going for with the garden area of the house. I want it to kind of feel like a courtyard, modern kind of feel, which is I feel like a lot of houses are going that way now as well. We're just making a really simple walled garden along the edge of our little outdoor pool area here, and we're trimming it with some quartz staircases. For the plants, really large ferns or tall grass is what you can do. Now if you don't like the look of the staircases, you're more than welcome to place some like redstone torches underneath and make a iron trapdoor little trimming along the edge of it as well. or maybe you could do birch trapdoors or something like that, but I think the quartz staircases do look fairly nice. But I think that's pretty much it for the garden on this side. You can add little trimmings outdoors if you like by using like little terracotta pots with some plants on top if you wanted. But again, I'm creating a really minimalistic house, so I don't actually want too much out here. We might keep it really simple with a couple of little sun deck chairs. But I sped up and filled in the pool, and we're now going to focus on this back area here for the private kind of bathroom that I mentioned. Now obviously with the new update coming out, which may be out by the time you're watching this video, there is actually bamboo now in Minecraft. At the time of building this though, there was no bamboo, so today we are using sugarcane because it has the closest effect to bamboo that you can get. Now what we're going to do is just the water at the back so we can actually place our sugarcane and then build it up like this. There we go. Now again, if you have bamboo in Minecraft, please go ahead and use bamboo. At the time though, it still wasn't around. And we're going to place some large ferns like this. Now it would actually be really nice to continue the bamboo along the left side of the bathroom as well. So feel free to move that wall back an extra block if you want the bamboo to kind of be completely surrounded the bathroom, which I think would look really nice. But for now, we're going to just keep it like this. But I sped up ahead and finished off the wall along the other side of the house as well. And then all I added to this other outdoor area was a little simple garden behind the garage, which is the exact same as the walled one but without the quartz. And I added 2 trees to the little grass area. I wanted the garden to be really simple, just literally some grass and some trees for play areas. But this is the finished house, my master bedroom and my bathroom here, which I think look really beautiful with that bamboo. Like I mentioned, it would look nicer if it went along this area as well. So feel free to move that wall back a little bit, or however big you make your wall. You can make your garden really big. Again, I'm just showing you the basics here. Now you can see with my interior design, I've gone for a lot of white to kind of emphasize the diorite and match to it, and little pops of color here and there. My kitchen, I made the bench tops out of white concrete powder, quartz staircases for the couch downstairs. Upstairs I've got some grey carpets made with rug, white towels I've made with banners, but you can see everything. Oh, I'm stuck in the bathroom. Oh no. There we go. You can see everything's really quite simple. I've got beacons for my lights. Again, in here, white bed sheets for the bedroom, little skulls for decorations, but that's pretty much it. My front garden, I had made a wall of bamboo on the side just to add a little bit of height to the garden. I didn't want to add a tree, so I added bamboo, and I've got some hedges. But there you go, you guys. There is how to create a diorite house in Minecraft. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notification bell for notifications every time I post. And comment down below, do you think you would be more willing to build with diorite in Minecraft now? But like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.